post-game visit with Matt McMahon. The Racers overcoming, as we mentioned, a few obstacles early on. They had some Terrell Miller foul trouble right at the end of the first half. Jonathan Stark wasn't making threes, but as Kenny mentioned, the defense consistent basically for 40 minutes, Coach.
I was really pleased, especially the first, I believe they scored 20 points over like the first 15 minutes of the second half. I thought we just really guarded. We contested everything on the perimeter. First half we fouled a little too much, got at them to the line. That's how they were able to score. But we talked in the pregame. When they win, 45% from three, and their loss is 29%. And I thought our guys really did a good job of keying in and taking those open looks away.
Also, it was a day when the three wasn't falling as a team. Jonathan Stark has a rare off day. Kenny and I were talking. I'm sure they went to the dressing room and said, man, we did a great job on Stark. He only had, 11 points at halftime. But he found other ways to do it. And to me, it shows the evolution of your team from last year to this year. This team didn't fall into the trap. Let's jack up more threes. We'll eventually hit them. They let the defense and the inside game talk.
That's the neat thing. You know you're a really good player when you have an off shooting night and you score 28. That's when you know you're really special. But no, I thought our guys did a nice job of adjusting. We missed some open looks. I didn't think we took bad threes. We just didn't knock them down in the first half. Second half, I thought our guys were very mature, made a concerted effort to get the ball into Terrell in the post, where we didn't feel they could guard him one-on-one. He scored every time one-on-one. And then when they doubled him, I thought he was really mature and made great passes out of the double teams. And we were able to get to the free throw line and convert and just find a way to win. It wasn't pretty, but find a way to win.
Talk about the trust that you have in your two captains, Stark and Miller. Miller gets 3 fouls in the first half, and you make the decision to come out and put him right back out there with 3 fouls.
It was a tough decision. We went back and forth on it in the locker room. I ended up just sitting down with Terrell before we came out, and we had a good discussion. We ended up moving Breon over to guard Henry and decided to roll with him right away, and I thought he just came out. Our defensive energy the first 4 minutes of the second half was big time.
I thought that was brilliant, Coach. I mean, you're competing for a championship. Hey, let's trust your seniors that you feel can come out and play without fouling, and I did that. Talk about Breon and just all the little things that we talk about that he's able to bring to the team.
Going back to that's one of those games. What if he would have gotten his 4th foul, though? Would you have said it was brilliant? But no, it was a really nice job. But, man, Breon, can't say enough. Didn't play well in the first half. Missed some easy shots around the goal that he normally makes. He played well defensively. But in the second half, finished 3 buckets around the goal, finishes with 4 steals, guarded Henry the entire second half, and did a great job on him. He just has a great basketball IQ defensively. He sees everything happening. I think you said it best. He quarterbacks the defense when he's out there and makes sure guys are where they're supposed to be. They know their coverages, and I thought he was really terrific today.
Not a lot of really bad stats, but rebounding today, SIU Edwardsville, I'm sure they made that one of their focuses. They did out-rebound you 36-32, but they only had 10 offensive rebounds off 34 missed shots, so you did really well there.
We did a better job in the second half. I thought in the first half the adjustment we made, and it's not an adjustment, it's how you should play, but we were defending the three-point line really well. Shot went up. Guys just ran to the paint and hoped the ball was going to come to them. You got to go box your guy out and then chase the rebound, and we forgot that important step. But I thought in the second half we made the correction and for the most part limited them to 1 shot each possession.
In the 15 seasons since Mick Cronin took over 2003-2004, the Racers have now had 9 20-win seasons. This is the first for yourself. When someone sees you, if they don't know anything about you, what kind of year did you have? You won 20. They know it was a good year. I know you're not shooting for particularly a 20-win season, but that's part of being a good season. You know you're going to be in the hunt when you win 20.
Well, really happy for our players. They've really bought in. They've worked extremely hard since Memorial Day when they walked on campus. And the beautiful thing about it is we got a lot of work left to do, a lot of getting better to do, a lot of great opportunities ahead for this team. So we look forward to enjoying this bus ride back to Murray and taking tomorrow off, the players anyway, and then getting back to work on Monday.
Coach, you're in the hunt for a championship now, and does that change the sense of urgency for the team? Do you see that any more focus than you've seen before, them knowing that you're really in the hunt now?
I really don't think so. I think that's been one of the strengths of our team this year. We talk about toughness a lot, and to us, toughness is the ability to focus on the next most important thing, which is practice on Monday right now, as cliche as it might be. I just think, you know, at this level of college basketball, you start looking down the road, next game, 2 games away, 2 weeks away, and you don't put everything you have into that upcoming opportunity, bad things happen. So I think that's been a credit to our 2 seniors, and they've set the tone there, and I expect them to do the same as we go down the stretch here.
Great comments at halftime from Marcus Brown on your
man.
team, and it was interesting hearing him, you know, his observations of the team. But it's neat that you're at a program that you got former players that want to come back, drove 2.5 hours up here to see you play today.
It's unbelievable. He's as fine a human being as I've met in my time. You see all the video of him, you see the jersey hanging in the rafters, but then to hear all the stories of all the people he's impacted. And he's been a great resource for me. I mean, I've cherished my friendship with him. He's really helped me in my time at Murray State. But that's what makes this place special. My phone rang at 7 o'clock this morning. It was Jawan Long calling me from Arizona, excited about the game, excited about what the team's doing. And that's why Murray State's such an elite place to coach.
Seems unbelievable, but next week we play our final 2 home games this season, Jacksonville State and Tennessee Tech. Probably they're not in the hunt for one of the double byes, but certainly for a bye, they need victories. Ought to be 2 terrific games.
Well, we know it's a big challenge on Thursday. I just talked to the team in the locker room. We've played 50 halves of basketball this season. We had a poor second half at St. Louis, a poor second half at Belmont, and a terrible first half at Jacksonville State. They whipped our butt. And so we got to get in the gym this week and prepare. We got to play better against them if we want to be victorious on Thursday.
All right, Matt. Thanks for the visit. Enjoy the bus ride home. Breon Sanchez, to me, Breon probably a candidate to have had on last game, but he certainly was impactful in this one. Breon, you really have started to make advancements offensively, but 4 steals today. Tell me about your defensive mindset coming into this game, what you wanted to do.
My defensive mindset, I just like to not let my players go, either help out if one of my players get driven on. It just, defense always been a mindset since high school. My coach always preached that if you can't play defense, you can't win games.
Tell me about today, too. This was a day when, and to me, this shows your growth as a team. Last year's team struggling from 3. They might have jacked up more 3s today. Realized it wasn't going down, really attacked inside.
Yeah. I feel like our team, if we know our shots not going in, we know we can make them. So we're not going to, like, shy away or lose confidence in our shots. We're going to tell them to keep shooting and we know you can knock them down, so we're going to always tell you to keep shooting the ball.
I think your energy level, Breon, is just something that's infectious with this team. The last, really 2 weeks, you've just played with such good energy, and there's so much that can't be measured on that. But to see, your ability to set screens or to fight over screens or to make the extra pass, at what point in your career did you see the importance of all the details of the game and not just scoring the basketball?
I want to say this year. I realized that I need to do more, and the little things do count. So I take that to heart. I try to play my hardest and do every little thing that matters into the game.
Well, at halftime, Jalen Henry had 10 points and was having his way really well offensively. Any discussions at halftime from Coach McMahon on how to change things defending him?
No, our coaches think we did a good job. We just had to stop fouling because that's how he was getting most of his points. So he was just telling us just keep playing and keep playing hard. Just don't foul. Keep our hands up.
Moving forward, we're in the hunt for a championship.
Yeah.
So how do you as one of the leaders on the team here, how do you help the younger guys understand the importance of practicing every day to try to get better and better in order to win one game at a time?
We tell them, don't ever get bored with this. Always keep acting like you're hungry. Just keep being hungry, basically. Just keep fighting every day. Take practice seriously and move on day after day. Just take the next step and focus on that day ahead.
Let's talk about the play. You get a rebound, get it to Terrell Miller out top. You run that baseline and flush it down Was that something you knew was going to happen?
Now, I really thought he was going to throw the alley, but, we was trying to just get the ball in the hoop because we seen a double team, so we wasn't trying to get no foul calls or nothing.
Speaking of hungry, you get a meal on the bus after a win. Nothing tastes better. There's no sauce better than win, is there?
Yeah, no, none at all.
Breon, congratulations on another terrific game, and good luck on the ride home. I get to stay and do another one.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see.